this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on post notifications. And it looks like the drama continues, and unfortunately, Cleotrapa might get blackballed, and did Pùnkś attempt to try to beat up Icespice. Okay, so we got to get into that tea today. But before all of that, Pùnkś gags the other female rappers by bragging that her debut album, her only album, has sold over 500,000 total units, okay, in the U.S. in 2024. Okay, so she has sold 500,000 in total album units in 2024. And she said, album still selling like good quality coochie. Okay, let me stop playing and drop this second album. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. I definitely don't believe Invasions of the Facelift has went gold organically. Okay, Titanic is definitely giving that album payola. And there's nobody that can convince me otherwise. I don't really believe, no shade, that people are still listening to this album. I can't even name one song other than Bodak Yellow. I really have never fully listened to Cardi B's debut album. Right hand to God. I have no reason to lie. I really haven't. I've never really yearned to listen to Pùnkś because half the time I can't really fully understand what she be saying half the time. Okay, it's like she's speaking gibberish. Okay, she got to fully enunciate her words properly, which she doesn't do. She has gotten better over time. Okay, maybe she went to see a speech therapist. But before, I barely could understand Cardi B. So I really was never really into her musically. No shade. Now, Cleotrapa. By the way, y'all was saying I was saying her name wrong yesterday. Cleotrapa is such a ghetto name. I have to come out and say this. It is such a terrible stage name. I have to be honest. Cleotrapa reminds me of like somebody that's like a stripper but needs food stamps. That's what it gives. She should really change her stage name. No shade. Cleotrapa is trash. Cleopatra is 10 times better. Okay, but you know, she can't LLC that because there's an icon already named Cleopatra. You know, no shade. Like, Cleotrapa reminds me like of a hood booger that's selling some stuff, some substances or drugs. I don't like that name. No shade. But Cleotrapa said, coochie, but was shaking on your bus, thinking Pùnkś sent people to get you jump. Whole time it was a lady and her kids trying to get an autograph. Like, help! Who the F told you to start with that lady anyways? Nobody. You picked with her, now you scared. Yikes. So, allegedly, you know, Icespice was fearing for her life. Okay, saying that Cleopatra was scared to address her, but it looks like she is low-key scared of Pùnkś. Not because Pùnkś got the hands or the paws, because she got the bottles that she will throw. Them shoes she will throw at her ops like she did to Nicki Minaj and Off the Cheats mistresses. Okay? No shade. Now, do y'all believe Pùnkś would jump Icespice? I do. I don't care what nobody says. I do definitely think she would. Okay? Didn't she run up on Nicki Minaj and got a knot on her head? Didn't she throw bottles at her Off the Cheats mistresses? Okay. Didn't she try to get Akbar beat up? I think she would try to get Icespice beat up. I definitely think that. Now, Cardi B's lapdog, Kim Barbie, said fake relationships never last long. Time tells you what is solid and genuine. Okay. So Pùnkś's lapdog said this on Twitter. Now, fans have also noticed that Icespice could be facing the Cardi B curse. Fans have brought up the fact that ever since they took their picture at the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, nothing has been the same for Icespice. She got exposed by Baby Stormy, okay, for talking trash about Cleotrapa and Nicki Minaj. Then, she started flopping musically. The Barbs stopped supporting her. Then she fell out with Cleotrapa, okay, who just recently exposed her. Her debut album only did 28,000 first week. People are making fun of her because they believe that she is on the Icespxce. She lost a lot of weight, possibly due to stress. So a lot of fans are saying, no shade, that ever since she took that picture with Cardi B, her career has been upside down. Now, moving on to D0JA, Nicki, and Meg. Doja Cat tops the female rappers on the global Payola chart. She's at number 69. Nicki Minaj is at 129, okay? And Megan's at 184, currently on the global Payola chart. Let me know how y'all feel about that. How is Doja Cat number 1 and she even got no music out? That's very interesting. I do know that she's gearing up to put out some hits, okay? But the hits haven't been out yet. I don't understand how she's still topping on the Payola chart. I know she got this Payola deal, but at the end of the day, she still don't got no new music out. Now, Icespice daddy and manager speaks out. Could Cleotrapa get trapped outside of the industry and get blackballed? Okay, that's the question of the day. Now, James, who is Icespice manager, responds to a fan who said, "This is insane to me because this girl literally asked what was needed from her and was told nothing. She would have been more than ready to have her team pay expenses, but Ice literally told her that she be paid for, and then it's the multiple times she's asked if she should pay or not." James responded and said 2 artists can't speak on logistics and business and agree on it same day without proper representation. Management needed to properly advise their client and get ahead of any potential hiccups. I'm not allowing my client to go out the road without me advancing it. And he responded to another commentator who said they are a former CAA touring agent. The person said James and his team are 1,000% in the right. As an artist, it is understood you pay for your own expenses unless you are contractually offered to have them paid for. I've never heard of a headliner covering an opener's expenses. That's crazy. Okay? And James responded and said, if another bigger artist hit my client and say, come on tour with her or him one day to prepare, as a manager, I would advise my client, this is risky. I would then connect with the other artist management and agent immediately to advance logistics to see if it makes sense to avoid hiccups. Then he responded to Capella Gray. If you know who he is, he's like an R&B type of artist. He actually came out to Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 tour, if you don't know. Okay? And he's worked with like Chris Brown and Tory Lanez. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He said, I got invited to tour and pay for the bus, my own hotels for me and the gang and all the food, all that. The opportunity was in being able to be on tour and showcase my music as an up-and-coming artist that couldn't fill those type of venues yet. Maybe he talked about Nicki Minaj, but he wasn't on tour with Nicki. He only performed one day. But anyway, he said, grateful. All the industry people quiet right now. Then James says some artists get it, some artists don't. Then he also responded to a Nicki Minaj fan that said, wait, but y'all gave her one day to prepare. James responded to that and said, we gave her an opportunity to showcase her talent to all age crowd. She could have said something along the lines of, this is last minute. I won't come out the next show, but I'll start on the tour later or a later tour date so our teams can handle logistics and can be prepared for it. He also called Cleotrapa ungrateful, entitled, and has a big ego. He said that. He also said that it's basically her team's fault, that they did not match her expectations. Okay, that's basically what he said in these tweets. He also said some artists just don't know how to come out with hits. They crash out and go on rants. Yikes. Now, I feel like both Icespice and Cleotrapa are wrong in this situation. Cleotrapa should have had a contract, okay, to let her know what exactly the expenses, how much she was going to get paid for the tour. Just because you're friends with somebody, that don't mean paperwork don't need to be involved, okay? And then Icespice, she could have handled it better, okay? So they both in the wrong, in my opinion. Now, moving on from that, though, Icespice's daddy came out and said, Cleotrapa, we met twice in the green room. We barely spoke. Who said I'm Hispanic? Okay, because she was telling people on TikTok that Icespice wasn't black. Her parents aren't black. But the daddy has spoken and said that he is black and that he met Cleotrapa twice but did not talk to her. Then he also told the science experiment, Ken Barbie, that he was going to dead it right there. He said, I'm a black man born and raised in BX. Keep me out of this BS. Okay, so he's warning Ken the science experiment. And to be quite honest, I'm be honest with you, even though Icespice is in the wrong, Cleotrapa got to be careful because sometimes when you speak out on business, and Icespice ain't no small artist. Okay, is she as big as Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or D0JA Cat? No. But she has experienced mainstream success. And she's in cahoots with Elliot Grange and all these powerful executives. I feel like Cleotrapa made a mistake by going public with this because people might not want to work with you. Sometimes when you go public with things, it can end up doing more damage than good. Of course, you might get some sympathy, but that sympathy won't last long. All those people that sympathizing with Cleotrapa in the comments and on X, half those people will not stream your music. Let's just be honest. Y'all ain't really gonna stream Cleotrapa like that. Stop it. Don't lie. Don't lie. You don't have to do that. But it could make people in the industry not want to work with you. When you talk too much or if something don't go your way and you got to speak out, it could put a stain on you. Okay, look what happened to Monique. She got blackballed for speaking out, but a lot of people still don't want to work with Monique. And I'm not saying people can't, obviously talk when things go wrong, but it's how you do it. And I don't think she did it right by going to TikTok, okay, and exposing messages, okay? Especially when you didn't have no contract. You in the wrong because you didn't have no legitimate contract. Now, moving on to Queen B, briefly. Queen B, it's her birthday, okay? Well, belated birthday. We got distracted from all the drama. We forgot to say happy birthday to the Queen of Music. Now, I want y'all to tell me your favorite Queen B song or iconic Queen B moment in the comments, okay? Because we got to give our flowers to the icons, okay? I do think that everybody should wish Queen B a happy birthday because she is an icon in the game, okay? We don't have another artist that talent-wise is on Queen B's level, especially a black female artist, not on Queen B's level. There is none right now. So we do need to pay our respects and give our flowers to Queen B. Now, it seems as though Megan Thee Stallion is being humiliated by messy, hairy, bussy Jason Lee.
And you're a Debbie Downer, you're negative, you're hating on a black woman. I know all the stuff that you're going to say. No, I'm just predicting because Megan allegedly still has a severe drinking problem from what I've heard. And most recently just was involved in something that has not hit the internet yet because we're still working on confirming a couple things. But, we want to let her get through hosting the VMAs before we break it, and again, it's not anything that we're doing. It's just stuff that she needs to work on. This person needs healing. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I'm not in a bad place with Megan. I'm just a person with a job who says what he thinks. And I think that she needs to spend more time in a relationship with herself and her therapist and maybe AA before this. Well, despite going viral, neither Tory or Megan have addressed their romance. So it's just a TikTok video out there where they're laying in bed and he's in the dark and they're pointing fingers about who does what better.
Now, Messy, Jason Lee, you know damn well you don't like Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so I don't believe that you would ever spare her. I think you don't really got the tea. Okay, because I remember when you said Queen Elizabeth died and she really didn't die. I remember that. I also remember you saying that you was going to spill some tea on Queen B or Kelly Rowland if you didn't get an interview, and you never got an interview and you didn't spill no tea. Okay. Sometimes you be bluffing with the tea. Okay. Real bloggers don't spare celebrities or bluff with the tea. Okay, you do that often. Talking about, oh, I'm going to spare Megan Thee Stallion because she hosted the Video Music Awards. Like you really care. You don't care that she's hosting the Video Music Awards. You would probably put the tea out when she hosted. You don't like Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, and I don't believe that you would ever spare her in your life. Okay, so stop with the shenanigans. You probably really don't got no tea. Okay, you're trying to figure out how to make something up. If you had the tea, you would drop it. You would not spare Megan Thee Stallion because you don't like Megan. And we all know you don't like Megan. So stop it. Stop trying to act like you're for black women. You don't like black women. You don't like Nicki Minaj. You don't like Megan Thee Stallion. You don't like Beyonce. You only like Rihanna because you were able to blackmail Rihanna. You couldn't do that with Queen B. Oh, a lot of people don't know that tea. You was able to do that with Rihanna. You could blackmail her, but you can't do that with Queen B. And that's why you went silent, because Camel Face got in that ass. Okay? But anyway, now moving on from that, Megan Thee Stallion is confirmed to perform at this year's Video Music Awards in addition to hosting, similar to what Nicki Minaj did. So let me know how y'all feel about that, and will y'all be watching? Would y'all watch Megan Thee Stallion perform Piss, her Nicki Minaj diss track, at the Video Music Awards? And she might perform at Mushi too. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, it also has been revealed by Chart Data and Payola Board that Travis Scott and his Payola did not go number one on the album 200 chart. Okay? Sabrina came in number one with Short and Sweet with 362,000 230 million on-demand streams, 184,000 in per sales. Then Travis and his Payola did 40 million on demand streams and 331,000 in per sales, which I definitely don't believe. Ain't no way Travis is doing 300,000 in per sales. Stop it. Those were bundles. Stop. No. Those were bundles that Nicki Minaj wasn't able to use during the Queen era. I remember they got rid of bundles. They brought it back, of course. But I'm happy that Travis did not go number one. He did not deserve the number one spot. He did not, okay? Nobody cares about that 10-year-old album. I don't believe it did 300,000 first week. Y'all can't convince me of that. Now, moving on from that, Scratch Off was singing Sabrina Carpenter's Good Graces in a new video on Instagram. A lot of fans want them to collaborate. Would y'all be here for a Sabrina Carpenter and Scratch Off collaboration? I would not be here for it. Absolutely not. No shade. Scratch Off can't do pop records like that. She tried. Didn't she put out that song called Lottery or something that flopped? The only reason why Low Energy even popped off is because it had a sample. She's not that diverse where she can do pop records. I'll pass. Now, Sabrina Carpenter and D0JA Cat, that would be fire. That would be fire. Now, moving on from that, Icespice is still trolling Cleopatra. Goodness gracious, she do not give an F. Okay, because she know Cleotrapa. Oh, I called her Cleopatra, whatever. Cleotrapa is about to get blackballed. Now, Icespice was getting called out for talking badly about Cleotrapa's weight. She said, "You losers can body shame and falsely diagnose me all day, but I'm wrong for defending myself. I want you to realize I'm just a person, a rich troll, yes, but just a person." And then she also tweeted, "What should I do for dinner? Steakhouse or chicken salad?" Because remember, Cleotrapa said that, she couldn't even get a chicken salad on tour, that she was not in the budget. The food budget, the tour budget, she just wasn't in it. Now, Icespice also said, on my flight, bored, so let's play Would You Rather. Be a mean, bad B word or be a stupid bum B word. Yikes. Okay? Which one did y'all vote for? Well, I definitely don't want to be a bum B word, so I guess I got to choose the first option. No shade, because who wants to be a bum? And she also retweeted a few tweets saying, I hate people, long ass story times, get to the effing point B word, talking about Cleo, who did all those 5 to 6 part miniseries of talking trash about Icespice. And then she said, normalize moving on without making it a public matter. Okay? Which Cleo did. Okay? Now, here are some more things that Icespice said about Cleotrapa. I keep calling her Cleopatra because that's a better name. No shade. But anyway, she had more things to say about her ex-bestie on Spaces, and fans felt like she was calling Cleotrapa big.
Damn. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro. Crash outs and they going on rants. So at the end of the day, it's whatever, bro. Like, this is with it, like, Yachi, clearly, this will come with it, bro, right? So, but the whole thing that's blowing me right now is, like, talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell, but anything we both need saving. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, we was at the movie theaters. We was siphon. You not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much food, you vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Can I play with my one time? In my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me.
Now, Ice, you know damn well the reason why you didn't want Cleo sleeping in your bed, because you want a Riot right next to you. Give it up. We know you smashing Riot. You don't have to lie. It's okay. If Megan can sleep with producers for free beats, why can't you? It should be fair for all the female rappers to sleep with producers for free beats if they want to. I don't understand why you have to put on a facade like you and Riot are just business partners. Stop it. That's the main reason why you didn't want her in her bed, because you wanted to get it on and popping with Riot. And I also will say, and I wanted to say this yesterday, that one thing I don't like about women in general, no shade, is that every time these hoes fall out, y'all always go to social media to throw each other under the bus. Y'all can say that, Icespice is in the wrong because she is, but Cleo's in the wrong too. Because I feel like you've been keeping receipts on Icespice for months now. Okay? You've been keeping receipts on Icespice, and even when you went on tour with Icespice, you didn't really like her. You wanted the opportunity. So don't be upset that she's treating you how you actually felt about her. Clock that T, okay? Because you can tell even when she was kind of talking about it that she really wasn't messing with Icespice, but she just wanted the opportunity. She kept saying, oh, I thought she was trying to make it up to me. Like, why would she need to do that if you're in a good spot? Interesting. Now, Remy Ma put out a song called Out of Control featuring, I think, Dre and Fat Joe or something like that. And in the music video, I don't know what Papoose did to Remy, but she acted and dressing like a hoe. She got her titties out. Like, Remy Ma was never like that before. Okay? I'm like, damn, Papoose must have did damage. He must have cheated on Remy Ma, and now she going through a whole phase. But it ain't gonna work because you damn near 45. Okay? You probably older than that. You probably, in your 50s, maybe late 40s. You old. Whatever you want to call it. I don't want to see Remy Ma's titties. I don't want to see J-Ho's titties. I think when you become a middle-aged woman, you still got to be classy like Queen B. Like, Queen B shows skin, but she never does too much. Okay? So the song was trash to me. I did not like it. So unfortunately, Remy, Martin, and Messy, Harry, Bussy, Fat Joe is receiving Donkey of the Day. Sorry. Remy Martin to me has never been a great rapper. I don't care what nobody says. She's trash to me. Now, Megan Thee Stallion did an interview for Całłw'd because she is hosting the Video Music Awards. And of course, she got to attach herself to Nicki Minaj. So, Całłw'd asked her, I think you started this competitive rap energy we've seen in 2024 when you released Piss. Do you feel like you're the reason MCs are rapping competitively lately? And she said, I would like to think that I start things. I don't know. I knew what I had to do and what I had to say. If it opened up the door for everyone else to get their ish off their chest, well, I'm glad. Then she addressed the Nicki Minaj beef, okay? She was asked if there was a chance for them to make amends, okay? Or reconciliation, or even to do another collaboration one day. And she said, I still to this day don't know what the problem is. I don't even know what could be reconciled because I, to this day, don't know what the problem is. Didn't Nicki Minaj said that when she was pregnant, you was trying to make her drink? Clearly, that was one of the problems. I mean, come on, Megan. I think obviously there's more to it, not just that. But Megan, you need to address that, and you know that you did that because you're an alcoholic. Stop it. So I know you probably told Nicki to drink while she was pregnant with Papa Bear, and she probably was pissed off. You can deny it, but we know that you like to drink. Okay? So anyway, let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.